Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I will be reacting to what if Alexis rode with protagonist of Yu-Gi-Oh! GX instead of Jaden.
First and foremost, I just want to thank everyone for the overwhelming support for my last protagonist video. However, if you haven't seen it, I'll leave a link to that in the description below. Reading the comments, it was pretty clear who you guys wanted to see next.
Alexis, of course.
Roger Daker 19, Dover Ranger, Abu Rahman, Paul Morrison.
That is a lot of comments.
Vio the Wisp. So shout out to all you guys for this great video idea. So unfortunately for the Chaz,
Chaz was my idea, by the way.
it's time for Alexis to shine. What if Alexis was the protagonist instead of Jaden? Alexis Rhodes, a confident, tough duelist with kind of an attitude.
Does she really think her outfit looks good?
Bro, kind of.
Or did she get dressed in the dark?
Alexis, focus! Alexis has definitely proven to be one of the top duelists in Duelist Academy.
And she had potential, sure, but after season 1, I feel she was kind of wasted.
With her signature cards being the Cyber Angels, the only thing
First it was Cyber Girls, then Cyber Angels.
missing from her impressive skill set is a lack of a catchphrase.
Her catchphrase is, "Why don't I have a catchphrase?"
Great Scott! Oh man! Sam Hill!
Why don't I have a catchphrase?
Our story starts when a bunch of newbies enter Duelist Academy, including Tyranno Hasselberry
Tyranno Hasselberry. Dino DNA.
and a professional duelist known as Aster Phoenix.
Aster Phoenix.
Aster Phoenix was sent to Duelist Academy to find the chosen duelist. You see, without Jaden being the protagonist, the chosen duelist was clouded in shadows.
But who could this be? The strength. This card symbolizes a great power that cannot be swayed.
Sartorius is a faker. I don't know how he does it, but he wasn't able to predict the future every time.
I must discover the source of this power.
So Sartorius sent Aster to Duelist Academy to find them. However, naturally, Aster orientated towards Chaz, as he had just seen him beat an Obelisk Blue student.
Spit it out, Reggie. It means one more attack and you lose.
This man.
Welcome to Duel Academy, freshman.
What is that thing? The Ojama King Machine? Oja Machine King?
Wars.
So Aster built a deck out of spare cards and challenged Chaz to a duel.
Isn't that what he did to Jaden in Season 2, Episode 1?
However, midway throughout the duel, Aster received a phone call from Sartorius, revealing that Chaz wasn't the chosen one, even though he possessed similar qualities. So Aster, using his second-rate deck, defeated Chaz, completely humiliating him in front of his friends. One of those friends being Alexis Rhodes. Alexis really didn't like how Aster had treated Chaz. Right, Alexis?
Maybe, but he was kind of cute.
Alexis found Chaz a little strange occasionally. However, fundamentally, he was her friend, and only her friend, despite what he told everyone. Alexis didn't like bullies, so she challenged Aster to a duel,
Nobody likes a bully.
telling Aster that if he wanted to duel the best duelist in Duelist Academy, he would have to duel her. However, Aster stared at Alexis and kept walking, and told her that she wasn't worth his time. It was
She was one of the best in early Season 2.
only later she realized that it was Aster Phoenix.
Aster Phoenix is the #1 duelist in the World League.
Was he? He lost to Jaden pretty early in Season 2.
As in, he's a pro.
You're kidding me.
As soon as Aster arrived back to Sartorius, he was asked if he had found the chosen duelist. However, Aster reassured Sartorius that the chosen duelist didn't exist, and if they did, they definitely weren't at Duelist Academy. Now, the following events happened just like the anime. Aster duels Zane. However, mid-duel, Aster explains to him how he defeated Chaz and was disappointed with the caliber of duelist at Duelist Academy. However,
Zane's downfall.
Zane smiles and states he never dueled the best duelist at Duelist Academy, since he never dueled a girl called Alexis Rhodes. Aster recognized that name. It was the same girl who had challenged him to a duel previously. Asta defeats Zane.
Correct! And don't you forget it!
Wasn't this during Zane's turn?
Unbelievable, ladies and gentlemen. Zane Truesdale has lost.
After the duel was over, Asta challenges Alexis to a duel live on TV.
I'm the best. I can't be beat. And to prove it, I'm challenging this schoolgirl. I won't tell you her name, but it rhymes with Schmalexis Schmoes. Hear me, Schmalexis? I'm coming for you.
Alexis
That was a classic line when it was made in Schmooky.
is now a little nervous, realized she was going to face Asta Phoenix, a top-ranking duelist, in a few weeks' time. In preparation, she dueled a few people, one of them being Hasselberry,
Draw your duel disc!
Dono DNA.
who after being defeated became Alexis's right-hand man and followed her everywhere, even though that really annoyed her.
Dino DNA!
Alexis didn't really know what to do, so she called the only person she normally spoke to when things were tough, Zane.
Zany.
However, Zane never responded. After his loss to Asta, Zane was on a dark journey, and Alexis couldn't get hold of him.
I think it's safe to say his career is officially over!
Didn't he go on a 10-game losing streak?
I want a refund! Go back to school, you rookie! Zane, you should change your name to Lane! Yeah, Lane Truesdale!
And the time came for the duel between Alexis and Asta. Standing opposite him was really intimidating for her. He radiated confidence. However, Alexis never doubted herself and vowed to keep the promise she had once made to Zane of being the #1 duelist in Duelist Academy. The duel went exactly how you're probably thinking it went. Asta was always 2 or even 3 steps ahead of her.
Dogma?
When Asta played Clock Tower Prison, it cemented his victory,
Dreadmaster.
as it allowed him to play Destiny Hero Dreadmaster.
And now, come on out! Destiny Hero Dreadmaster!
Favorite Destiny hero for me would probably be one of the newer ones in Dystopia.
You see, previous to the duel with Alexis, Sartorius embedded the Dreadmaster with the light of destruction. And when Alexis was wiped out and inevitably lost the duel, she lost a lot more than just a duel, as she became a member of the Society of Light.
Don't you guys see? I'm glad I lost. It opened my eyes to the truth and helped me to see the light. Thank you. I'm
That didn't happen to Jaden.
ready to enter the Society of Light now.
Now, for those of you who are wondering why Alexis never got chosen by the Neo-Spacians or some other extraterrestrial force,
She didn't create them.
well, when she was a child, she did enter Kyber's competition.
Attention all duelists. My company will be hosting a global competition. Anyone who thinks they've got what it takes can enter. Just create a design for a new card. Then mail your submission to the Kaiba Corporation. Winners will be handpicked by me.
However, she simply didn't win,
A third-rate drawing from a fourth-rate artist.
meaning no cosmic force was coming to Alexis's aid. Sartorius personally asked to meet Alexis, realizing he had both chosen duelists, Asta and Alexis, under his control, meaning there was no one who could stop him. Sartorius gave Alexis a new deck to strengthen her abilities, as
The White Knight Queen and the White Knight Dragon.
well as a card called White Veil. He told her to use it well, as it was a key card
And, of course, the White Veil.
only members of the Society of Light could use. As soon as Chaz found out his precious Alexis was taken by the Society of Light, he immediately jumped to save her, challenging
Of course he did. Just like him.
her to a duel.
Dorks, only my love can set her free.
But with his love for Alexis clouding his dueling abilities, he resorted to gimmicky cards in order to snap Alexis out of the Society of Light.
Ojamas?
You're sweet. Too bad I have to crush you.
However, with Alexis's new deck full of ice cards, Chaz had no chance. She used the White Veil spell card and brought Chaz's life points down to 0.
Settle down, dorks. That was nothing. Just wait until you see what happens next.
Resulting in Chaz being a member of the Society of Light.
It's more than that. I finally woke up, and I've seen the light. The Society of Light. It holds all the answers.
There was one more person who couldn't allow Alexis to turn to the Society of Light.
Hassleberry.
And that was her right-hand man, Hassleberry.
Dino DNA.
She missed the old Alexis, even though a majority of their time was Alexis scolding him. Hassleberry was next to challenge Alexis to a duel. However, unlike Chaz, Hassleberry knew he had to defeat Alexis in a duel in order to bring her back. The duel went completely different to the one against Chaz. Hassleberry reached out to Alexis about who she was and what she stood for.
Black
How
Mirror.
fun it used to be to duel. This seemed like it had no effect on her, but slowly but surely, Alexis started to remember her old memories and began to rebel against Sartorius.
My White Veil spell card.
Rebel. White Veil. She could still use it if she could harness the power.
But something's telling me not to play it. What's going on?
Hassleberry had a special power. Since he had Dino DNA, he had
Dino DNA.
access to a dinosaur spirit, which helped him break through to Alexis, as it helped defy the Society of Light's control over her. Alexis's love of dueling helped her break through Sartorius' mind control.
I love dueling more than anything, and I'm
I did too for a minute. Back nearly 10 years ago now.
gonna practice until I'm the best.
Similar to how Bastion broke through the Society of Light's control with his love of science, Alexis, finally taking control back, used her remaining strength to defeat Hassleberry, and then thanked him for saving her.
Maybe I don't need Sartorius' cards after all. So later, White Veil.
Sartorius sensed Alexis had broken out of his control, which surprised him, as for the first time, his tarot cards were wrong. Realizing that Alexis had managed to change destiny by breaking through his mind control,
See, he's a faker.
Sartorius had to confirm this firsthand and asked Aster to have a rematch with Alexis, secretly trying to confirm who was the real chosen duelist.
Aster didn't think it was worth his time again because he already beat her, probably.
Between Aster and Alexis. Aster was a little frustrated that he had to duel her again, knowing how easily he defeated her in the past, but he trusted Sartorius' judgment and didn't want to let him down. Alexis was more confident now, as she rediscovered her love for dueling and regained her resolve. She now had a deck combined with her ice cards, as well as her old Cyber Angel deck, giving her
It was Ice Queen, not White Night Queen. Whoops.
completely fresh, new, powerful deck. However, she decided to keep the White Veil out of her deck, as his power still resided in the Light of Destruction. The rematch between Aster and Alexis went quite differently from the last one, with Alexis taking the lead. However, soon
It should have been back and forth.
Aster took control with his new card that she had never seen before, Destiny Hero Dogma.
Dogma is freaking cool.
However, Alexis could see Aster was fueled with revenge against the person who had killed his father. So she made him realize that dueling was about having fun, and that Alexis herself had also forgotten what it felt like not too long ago.
My father created the Destiny Heroes to make me happy.
Jaden believed. Alexis believed. I see similarities. They believed in fun.
What would he think of me now? Maybe that's what's wrong with me. Every time I use my Destiny Heroes, all I feel is pain. What happened to me?
Alexis realized that the only way to show Aster what it meant to be a duelist was to defeat him in a duel. So she summoned Cyber Blader, and with Aster having exactly 2 monsters, was able to double Cyber Blader's attack and defeat Destiny Hero Dogma.
Cyberblader went to 4200 attack because of her effect. When your opponent has 2 monsters, it doubles her attack points from 2100 to 4200. With the first effect is not being able to be destroyed by battle with 1 monster, and negating all other cards with 3 monsters.
winning her the duel. Sartorius sensed Asta's defeat, realizing once and for all that Alexis was the chosen duelist. He also realized from that one duel that Alexis wasn't fully free from the light of the darkness. However, instead of it controlling her, Alexis was controlling it in order to change destiny, which made her incredibly dangerous. Because as Sartorius realized, by trying to control Alexis, he had given her the power to defeat him. So Sartorius decided to take serious countermeasures against her, and went after the one person that had the potential to defeat Alexis before she completely mastered her abilities. A few days later, Alexis was approached by her two friends, Jasmine and Mindy. They looked really worried, and told her about a mystery duelist who had turned up to Duelist Academy,
Zane.
apparently sent by Sartorius to hunt Alexis down. Alexis and her friends ran to the pier to see who the mystery duelist was. And there he stood at the same place he used to stand with Alexis, Zane Truesdale. But this was no Zane she
Dark Zane. Hellkaiser.
recognized. He stood there with his cold, dead eyes, waiting to duel Alexis. Hey guys,
And that's part 1. If you want me to react to part 2, just let me know in the comments. See you next week, hopefully.